Day and welcome to the Papyrus Global TV News Update. I am Christiana Babayo, bringing you the latest political headlines from Nigeria with in-depth reporting, analysis and the implications shaping tomorrow's decision. Here are today's top stories you need to know. 9 suspects charged over 2025 Benue Massacre in a major terrorism case before the Federal High Court in Abuja. Major gas infrastructure and economic policy developments as Dangote expands key gas deals with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. High-profile military officers to stand trial over an alleged coup plot, a development with serious implications for Nigeria's democracy and security. And now the news. 9 suspects have been formally charged in connection with one of the deadliest attacks on a Nigerian community in recent memory. Prosecutors in the Federal High Court in Abuja have filed 57 terrorism-related counts against 9 men alleged to be responsible for the June 2025 Yelwata massacre in Benue State, where approximately 150 people were killed. Authorities allege the suspects, including ringleader Ardo Lawal Muhammad Dono, met in neighboring Nasarawa State to organize funds, procure weapons such as AK-47 rifles, and mobilize fighters for the coordinated assault. The charges outline allegations of murder, terrorism, and arms trafficking, crimes that carry life imprisonment or possibly the death penalty upon conviction. The men have pleaded not guilty as the case moves forward. Legal experts say this trial represents an important test of Nigeria's ability to prosecute large-scale violence motivated by long-standing tensions over land, religion, and ethnicity in the Middle Belt, a region long plagued by conflict. Dangote Refinery Infrastructure Pipelines Ministerial Signing. In economic and political news that could reshape Nigeria's long-term development trajectory, the Dangote Group announced expanded gas supply agreements with units of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) to support major expansion programs. The contracts, signed amid the rollout of Nigeria's new Gas Master Plan 2026, aim to increase gas output and infrastructure capacity, aligning with government efforts to attract investment and transition to cleaner energy. Speaking in Abuja, Minister of State for Petroleum Resources and Gas, Ekpo, emphasized that the plan moves from policy to implementation, focusing on commercial utilization of Nigeria's vast gas reserves. The initiative targets gas production increases, rising from roughly 8 billion cubic feet per day in 2025 to 10 billion cubic feet per day by 2027. And 12 billion cubic feet per day by 2030, potentially attracting over $60 billion in investment across the gas sector. Political analysts say this development underscores President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's focus on infrastructure, energy security, and economic diversification as critical factors ahead of the 2027 general elections. Military headquarters, uniformed officers, courtroom graphics. In a development that has raised urgent questions about military discipline and democratic stability, several Nigerian military officers are set to face trial for allegedly plotting a coup to overthrow the federal government, the defense headquarters has confirmed. At least 16 officers were arrested in October 2025 following investigations into the alleged indiscipline and violations of service regulations. Defense officials now say some of those detained were implicated in a plot to undermine constitutional order. A military spokesman, Somaila Uba, stated the officers will be tried before a military judicial panel, although identities and exact charges remain sealed. This process is fundamental to preserving Nigeria's democratic institutions and the principle of civilian supremacy over the military, Uba reportedly said. Security analysts note that these proceedings come amid heightened instability across West Africa, with recent coups in neighboring states increasing pressure on Nigeria to maintain discipline and democratic norms. Political news roundup. Nigerian Army success against Boko Haram. The Nigerian military announced that it killed Abu Khalid, a senior Boko Haram commander, along with 10 militants in Borno State. Security officials said the raid recovered weapons and supplies, marking a tactical success against insurgents who have terrorized communities for years. Northern Peace Campaign gains momentum. A broad peace initiative is underway across northern Nigeria and the Federal Capital Territory, focusing on community resilience, youth empowerment, and conflict prevention, supported by civil society and traditional leaders. 2027 election preparations. Nigeria's general elections are scheduled for 2027, with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu expected to seek re-election under the All Progressives Congress (APC), while opposition groups prepare strategies to mount significant challenges. Economic policy debates continue. Controversial tax and economic policies implemented in 2025 remain a topic of debate among political stakeholders and civil society, with critics warning that further reforms must balance growth with equity. That's the Papyrus Global TV news update on today's top Nigeria political headlines. We will continue to bring you verified stories, in-depth analysis, and expert perspectives as events unfold across the nation. For more news, visit thepapyrusdaily.com. Reach us at admin@thepapyrusglobal.com. I am Christiana Babayo. Thank you for watching and have a great day.